This is a game changer.
Hey woos, welcome back to our channel. If you are new, I'm Nae, and I share this channel with my twin sister Nea, where we do beauty videos, vlogs, cooking videos. We do a little bit of everything. So there's a little something for everybody, and if you like what you see, definitely hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Now, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I have been obsessing over that I purchased from Amazon recently. I wanted to share some of the things that I have been loving and obsessing over so that if you like any of these things, you can go ahead and purchase them. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm going to talk about is this planter, and it's actually a planter set. And I decided to do these two first because these are, I think, the oldest things that I have in this video. And I purchased these months ago, and I am extremely obsessed with these planters. This actually was a planter set of 3, and I broke the smallest one. So this is the biggest one, this is the medium. I believe this one is about 8 inches, this one is about 6 inches, and the smallest one was 4 inches, and I accidentally broke it. I think I might have a picture of it, but even if I don't, I will definitely go ahead and include the picture from the Amazon website of this so that you can see what the set looks like. But I thought this was perfect because we had quite a few plants at the time when I started to look for planters, and I thought this was a great way to kind of make sure my planters were somewhat uniform. I wasn't looking for all the same planters, but I definitely want some uniformity when you have a whole bunch of plants. I mean, I guess if you have an eclectic apartment, it's cool to have every single planter different, but for me, I just knew I wasn't going to be happy with that. So the best option for me was to find planter sets so that at least some of my plants can have the same pot. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And what I like about this one the most is that it comes with a drainage dish attached to it. So I don't have to worry about the drainage of my plants. I know that they are not being, oversaturated with water because it is being drained out. And then this is actually attached. It doesn't come off. So I don't have to worry about lifting it or accidentally dropping it when I'm lifting up the plant to maybe water it or, I don't know, move it to a different spot. So I really, really like these planters. I think they are super cute. They have like a wave design on them, and then they also have like a wave like structure to them. They're sculpted kind of wavy as well. So yeah, these are the first 2 things that I am completely obsessed with. You need to buy these. The next thing that I got that I am totally obsessed with is these little wine racks. So these are actually 2 separate wine racks. I purchased them separately from Amazon, and they said gold. The display picture of them were gold, and they came in silver. So that was a little bit annoying, but I still kept them anyway because I have gold spray paint, and I figured I could spray paint them, although I haven't even taken the time to do that. But what I liked about these is that they are narrow because I have a really narrow space that I wanted to use these for. So I measured the space, and then I look at the measurements on the website, and these matched perfectly with the width of the space that I had. So what I liked about these also is that they could be stacked up on one another. So that is why I purchased 2. And I actually have space on the shelf that I had these on to maybe add a 3rd one. But honestly, I don't even think that's necessary because I never have this filled with wine. Like, I've never had 6 bottles in here at one time. I think the max I've done is like 5, but typically it's like 3 to 4 bottles of wine in here. So I don't need the others, but I love these. They're so sturdy, especially because the shelf that I have them sitting on is like really wonky. It came built into the apartment, and it's like one of the original pieces from the building. All right, so the building that we live in is like what do you call, like a reconstructed warehouse. So they wanted to keep a lot of the original pieces of the building in the apartment. So every apartment is different. Every apartment has something from the building in it, and we just happen to have this shelving that is like built into the wall, and it's made from original wood that was used in the building. So it's not like very flat, it's like choppy wood. So this sitting on it, I was nervous about it. I thought that there would be a chance that the wine bottles will like fall out since it's kind of slanted, but they did not. They are really sturdy. So yeah, I'm really happy with these, and these were super inexpensive. I don't remember how much they were, but I think they were like $10 each. So that's like a steal for wine racks in my opinion. The next thing that I got that I am obsessed with is this Chanel coffee table book. So yeah, it's the Collections and Creations coffee table book, and I got this on Amazon for a discount. One day they were having like a discount for it, and I ended up paying like $20 for this book, and now I think it's like over $30. But it's a really cute book. It looks really nice on my coffee table, and I just like how big it is. It's huge. I honestly never even looked inside. As soon as I got it, I just put it on the coffee table. But let's see. Yeah, so it's a really cute picture book. Let's see if it has any words in it. Yeah, it tells different stories of the different collections of Chanel, which is pretty cool. However, yeah, I just got it because I thought it would match the aesthetic of my living room and go great on my coffee table, which it absolutely does. And keeping the theme of coffee table books, I'm going to move on to the next one so that I can give you guys a comparison. So these two books I actually just got from Amazon. They are the Taschen coffee table books, and these books are usually dedicated to like famous artists. So I have the Frida Kahlo book and the Andy Warhol book, and I think these are so cute and so minimal. Like the front has like pretty pictures and the back, but I like how the actual binding of the book is just white with the name, because I actually have these on a bookshelf and I was looking for books that would literally just be white and black. So these were perfect, and then they are actually artists that I like, and these books are, you know, books that you can actually read. They give a lot of details, so I don't even know if I would call it a coffee table book, because these books actually have a lot of information on the artists and their history and the history of the artwork, how they began, things like that. And I actually think I want to get a few more. I was thinking of getting the herring one and also the Basquiat one. I'm not sure yet. I have to see after I set up the bookshelf how these two look alone, but I think these are super cute. And if you have, you know, a bookshelf maybe that you want to sit books on that are not so thick, because these books are a lot smaller than the Chanel book. Like you can see, the Chanel book is a real true coffee table book. It's not only bigger in like area, but also the binding is even a lot wider. So yeah, this one would definitely look potentially odd on a bookshelf depending on how big the bookshelf is. These are perfect for bookshelves, and also if you have a smaller coffee table, I think these would be great. And since they are so thin, if you really like artists, you can buy a ton of these. They literally had like Michelangelo, they had Van Gogh, they had so many different artists, so you could really get like the whole collection and have them stacked up really nicely. And these were also under $20. The next thing that I got that I am really obsessed with are these planters. So I told y'all I really like planter sets because it adds a bit of uniformity. So I got these planter sets. So you see the other ones are more white. They're like black on white. These are white on black, but they're a completely different print, a different shape, and I thought these were super cute. I love how they have the pedestals at the bottom to kind of make these stand up taller. These two came together, and I believe this planter set was like $20 or $21. And I don't know, I just think they're really cute. They're like minimal kind of, because the colors aren't really bright. It's just black and white. They're very neutral colors that can fit into any space, but they're not like boring because they have this somewhat geometric or Aztec print going on them. But the only thing I don't like about these is that these did not come with drainage, like anything to protect the floor or whatever it's sitting on from the drainage. It did come with a drainage net, which you'll see here. It has a drainage net that goes between the dirt and the actual planter to make sure that when you are watering the plant, none of the soil actually falls out of the drainage hole. So that's pretty cool. And it also came with like this little felt pad that you can sit it on to prevent scraping or scratching of any surfaces that you sit these on, but they don't have drainage plates. So that's the only thing. Depending on where you have them, you want to be careful because they could definitely make a mess. But I think they are so cute, and because they were a set for like $20, they're like $10 each, totally worth the price. And the next item that you absolutely don't need, but you should totally have and get it from Amazon for a discount if you can, is a steamer. Now, if you're like me, you absolutely hate ironing. I will go anywhere with wrinkled clothes so that I do not have to iron. But I thought having a steamer would make me iron, like, I don't know, I thought I would be more interested in steaming, and I was absolutely right, because I don't know, it's just something about having to take out the ironing board, lay it out flat, and then do all of these different twists and turns when you're ironing things that I just don't like. It's too time consuming, not even too tedious. It's just too many details to it when you want your ironing to be done correctly. So I'd rather just not iron at all. But when you have a steamer, you can literally just hang the item up and run the steamer over it, and you'll get the same exact results. And what I like about this is that you can actually steam things that aren't clothing that you can't necessarily iron, or that would take too much time to iron. So as you can see, it's a fill line here, and you just fill it up to about the fill line, and then once it is heated, it will start to bubble the way boiling water does, and the steam will automatically begin to come out. Once it does, you can just literally run this over whatever it is that you're steaming, and within like seconds, that item will be straight. Obviously, thinner fabrics will become smooth and kind of ironed out a lot more quickly than thicker materials like denim, for example. But what I thought was really cute about this whole steamer thing is that it also came with like this little bag to store it in, and it also came with a different head that you can change, and this head has a brush on it. And I'm not sure what I'm going to need this brush for, but I'm sure it's useful for something if they included it. So I'm sure if I read the instruction manual, it'll tell me what exactly I need the brush for. But I'm just happy to have options, because you don't always get options when you buy things, especially when they're inexpensive. But I will 100% say this steamer is a game changer for me. I am a lot less likely to walk out the house with wrinkled anything on now. Okay, now this next item, I'm sure you have been seeing this everywhere ever since, let's say, 2020 began. And this is a infrared forehead thermometer. So this is a thermometer where you don't have to touch the person. You can literally just hold it up to their forehead and it'll tell you the temperature. I said I'm sure you've seen these so many times, because of course now when you go to certain airports, or you fly with certain airlines, when you go to certain restaurants or bars or lounges, for the people who are still, or not still, but who have decided to start, going out and having a social life again, you typically have to be your temperature usually has to be taken, and they take it with something like this. I purchased this for a different reason. I purchased it because when I am making at-home skincare products, I need to measure the temperature of those products, or sometimes of the water that I'm using in my double boiler, to ensure that it will not affect my more heat sensitive ingredients. So I thought this would be really great to have because I need it. Order these now while they are available, because once flu season starts, it might be hard to get your hands on. And it was super inexpensive. I think it was like $15 or $16. And this one is digital. It reads the temperature in 1 second. It also, what I liked about it is that it does the memory recall. So for the purpose that I'm using it for, you know, making body care items at home, let's say I take the temperature and I have it in my head and then I forget, I can easily turn this back on and the memory recall will tell me the last temperature that was taken if I didn't write the temperature down. So I thought that was really good. It says backlit display, quick measurement, fever alarm, and precision. I mean, who knows how accurate any of these things are. I remember reading somewhere, or I think seeing it somewhere, that it's best to take your temperature from your arm, like the inside of your arm. Not sure how true that is, but just get yourself a thermometer to make sure that you are healthy if you don't use it for anything else. The next thing is not similar to the thermometer, but I purchased it for the same usage. And that is this little weight gram. That's what it's called, weigh gram. But it's actually just a scale, and this is a pocket scale. And I thought this was just so cute. But not only is it cute, I really needed a scale that goes to 0.01 because the scale that I've been using does not go to 0.01 grams. It just starts at 1 gram, which gives you a really inaccurate measurement sometimes, especially when you're using really tiny amounts of certain ingredients. So this one had like 20,000 reviews on Amazon, and it had like 4.7 or 4.9 stars. So I thought, like, this is the perfect one for me. I have to get it. From the reviews, I read that it is extremely sensitive, extremely accurate. And I like how if you feel like it is not accurate, you can always recalibrate it. And when I got this, I just tested out like a postcard just to see if it would measure something so lightweight. And literally it measured it at like 3 grams. So yeah, I'm definitely happy that I got this, because just from the few times that I've used it already, it's extremely sensitive and it seems to be accurate and helps me a lot more with using certain ingredients that I've been afraid to use in the past because I was afraid that I was going to use too much and cause a mess. So if you are like me and you make any type of like products at home, whether you're making candles, whether you're making body butters, or you know, your own soap or shampoos, or even if you have a usage for measuring volume when you're cooking. I'm not sure if, because I know most of the time, measuring by weight when you're cooking. Most of the time when you're cooking, you measure by volume. But if there are any recipes where you are measuring by weight, then this is a great scale to have, especially because you can literally just like stick it in a drawer. It doesn't take up much space at all. Okay, now the next thing that I got is totally random, but I bought this and I did not expect for it to be as cute as it was. Like, I literally just bought it because I needed a swimsuit really last minute, and it was like under $10. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this little swimsuit. And this is not something that I would normally pick out like on my own. Like, if I was actually, like, if I had a decent amount of time and, you know, didn't care how much I was spending, then this is not something I would have picked out. But I'm so happy I came across it and picked it out, because not only does it look really cute, like, it doesn't look cheap, it fits really well, but like I said, it was under $10. Like, you can't beat that for a swimsuit. And it came within 2 days with Amazon Prime. So I'm very happy with this purchase. It looks super cute on. Of course, I'm going to insert like a picture or video with me wearing this swimsuit so you can see exactly how it looks. If you just need, like, if you're like me and you don't purchase swimsuits regularly, or maybe you have a last minute trip come up and you need a swimsuit, or maybe you just collect swimsuits and whenever you see a really cute one you want to buy it, then this is definitely a swimsuit that you want to have for any other reason you would buy a swimsuit. It's cute, it fits well, and it's inexpensive. Now, this next thing that I got, I am completely and utterly obsessed with, okay? and it is my LED UV nail lamp. And as you can see, I have a gel mani right now, and I use this gel lamp or this nail lamp to cure my gel set, because I wanted to try to start doing my nails at home, or at least doing gel sets at home, because I guess I'm a girly girl, but I really don't like the nail salon. I don't like going to the nail salon. I don't like the wait of being in the nail salon. I just don't like it. So I've been wearing my real nails since quarantine started, and I just got pretty much used to that, but I did like seeing color on my nails. So I purchased one of these, and this one was super inexpensive. It was under $20. I believe it was like $16 or $17. This one has 4 speed settings or time settings. So 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 99 seconds. And it has like 48 LED lights inside, as well as I like how it has this power adapter, so you can just keep it plugged in, and it works really well. And what was the other thing that I liked about this? Oh, this is 120 watts. It's really hard to find a 120 watt nail lamp under like $40. So I thought this was a really good one to have, and I'm happy that I was able to find it, because all the others that I was finding were like 5 watt, 24 watt. I think the max that I found was like 36 or 48 watt. But I really didn't want to spend a lot of money on it, because this was my first time like ever trying to do something like this. So it's like, what if I hated it? What if I didn't like it? What if I thought it was too complicated? Now I'm stuck with this expensive nail lamp. Well, I guess I wouldn't be stuck with it, because with Amazon you can return things. But still, that's a hassle in itself as well. So I wanted to get something that, even if I didn't really like the process, I wouldn't feel like it was a waste of money. And I do like the process, and I think part of me liking the process is that I bought not only a good nail lamp, but I also bought a really good gel kit that I'm not going to show in this video, because I actually recorded me doing my nails and did a whole demonstration and review. So you will see that in that video, which should come shortly after this one. But what was I going to say? Yeah, but you definitely, if you don't have this type of stuff at home, I think it's just really good to have when you can't make it to the nail salon. Maybe you can't get an appointment. Maybe it's last minute and you're nail chipped and you need to take all your polish off and do something really quickly. I don't know. It's just good to have it at home, to have the option to be able to do it yourself, especially after what we experienced with quarantine and everything being closed and not being able to really have those self-care days or pampering days like us women are used to having. This is a great way to get the job done at home for the low. Now I think I am down to my last item, and my very last item is this foot spa. This is a game changer. Changed my life. I didn't know I needed this until me and my boyfriend decided to do a spa day, and as I thought more about spa day, I'm like, okay, spa days, you get pedicures, and it's not like a little whack pedicure. It's actually like a top-notch pedicure. So I decided to buy a foot spa, and I'm so happy I did. This thing, I think this one was like $56, but this one heats up. I did find some that were under $50 that were like $20, honestly, that I will link in the description as well with all of these other items. But those don't self-heat. So what you have to do is like boil water on the stove, put it in, and then I believe they will keep the water warm for like a certain period of time, but the water does eventually get cold, whereas this one self-heats. So you can put cold water into here and this will warm the water up, and this literally like gets so hot you think you about to cook like boil some neck bones and tenderize them real quick. Like, it gets so hot, but it does have like multiple temperatures that you could change it to on here. It has this red light, like infrared light thing that is supposed to remove toxins. This also bubbles up to massage your feet, and it has these foot massagers in it, as well as a pumice stone in it that you can like rub your heel on if you feel like your heel or any of your toes are a little calloused. So I don't know, I just think this is great. You can add your essential oils in it. You can add charcoal powder if you'd like, maybe to release some toxins. What else can you add to here? You can pretty much add anything to it because it's yours, and it's so easy to clean. So this definitely made, you know, doing pedicures at home a lot easier, especially with the idea that whenever I go to the nail salon, pedicure is always, like, the line for pedicures is always the longest, especially in the summertime. This encourages you a lot more to do it yourself at home. And if you have the LED lamp and a gel kit as well, you good to go. Like, you have a whole salon experience at home. So these are the items that I have been obsessing over in the past few months that I purchased from Amazon, and I hope that you guys have learned something. You saw something that you would like, that you may want to add into your household, in your collection for whatever reason. Definitely let me know any suggestions that you have that I should look into purchasing in the comment section below. If it's a product that I need and just didn't know I needed, then I'm definitely gonna get it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely stay tuned because me and Nia have a lot more coming up, especially with us decorating and just making a whole lot of changes in our lives. We have a lot of things that we've been recording and working on to get to you guys as soon as possible, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So again, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.